They were doing a flamethrower. He came out, bonsai, bonsai, avgas on.
Yeah.
They burn it. Very desirable. It has a pin and it folds into two.
Hello everybody, this is WarStory video blog. I'm Alex and here we are in Allentown Military Antique Show, and behind we can see really nice collection of Japanese items, and all these items brought back by one veteran and son of this veteran. He will show us all these items and he will share with us war stories behind of these items. You have a great display. Could you tell us about items you showed today?
This is a collection that my dad brought home. He was in the Philippine Islands and went in with the Army, the occupation, into Japan. And when he went there, he collected things and he put them in a box that he got from the motor pool, put his address. He sent home NCO swords, helmets. This is his uniform. He put on here where he was. He went into Japan on this date, and this is when they dropped the bomb. So it was 60 days after they dropped the bomb that he went into Japan. He got these helmets in the Philippine Islands, some pictures of my father, flags that he had gotten, picture of my dad here, and he was a corporal.
That's very interesting. And what unit he was?
He was 25th Infantry, okay?
Yeah.
And he did a 105 howitzer in the big island in the Philippines, Leyte. And then he went into Japan. He was told to put all these things, this was him, in a truck with the swords that he collected. He was told that they threw avgas on him to set them on fire, and they put it all in the ocean, blew up the gun barrels. My dad told the lieutenant, this is not a military sword. This is a family sword that's a samurai. And the lieutenant said, throw it all in the trash. And he took it, put it in the wooden boxes and sent it home. He sent home 20 boxes to my mother.
So he saved it.
And he had 20 swords in the boxes and 20 guns.
And could you explain the signs on that knife?
This was my father's personal knife. This is what he did. And he went in October the 7th, he went into Japan. Here's where he went. He said they dropped the bomb August 6th on Enola Gay. He went in October 7th. So it was only 66 days after they dropped the bomb, he went into Japan. So that was the personal gun. This he got in Japan. He took it all apart, put it in his sock, put it in his underwear.
Okay.
He came into California and went to Philadelphia on an airplane, on a train. Nobody knew he had the gun with him.
And this is a very interesting document about how American soldiers destroyed weapon.
Yes.
And is it only firearms they destroyed this way, or swords also?
They put swords, this.
Wow, really?
They put everything on a pile. They threw avgas on.
Yeah.
They burn it. And all it did was singe the wood. Then they scooped everything up, put it on a truck, and threw it in the ocean. So
it's
they weren't.
it's like kind of he saved all these treasures for
this-
next generations. Because
for
it's
this-
really cool.
This is the 1900 samurai. This is the Japanese military with a samurai handle. So this man had one of these. He had one of these, and he put the samurai handle on it, because his family was samurai. So that allowed him to take his sword with him into battle. So that's 1900. This one is 1600. This is 1600. And this is the dragon chasing the moon. Mm-hmm. So he was going for knowledge. That's what that represents. And how they did that in 1600, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
The pictures are very interesting.
And he did this. This is from the Philippines in here, where he was in the Philippines. And here in Japan, what they did, and this was after they dropped the bomb. This was Philippines. This was after they dropped the bomb. Wait till I show you these pictures. Oh, here. Nagasaki, Hiroshima, after they dropped the bomb. Mm-hmm. After they dropped the bomb, what was left? What was left after they dropped the bomb? And then here, more pleasant. This is more pleasant, where he identified where he was. Yeah. And he wrote where he was. All the spots that he was. Now, these he did not take. These are postcards.
Yes. So.
Yeah. But I know he had a girlfriend. This was a family that he met. And that was the family that he met. And he got food for them. That's my father. And this is his girlfriend.
Oh.
So these are all guns. They were in my father's attic for 70 years.
Wow, that's incredible.
So,
can you name these guns and?
Well, what they are is, this is a 6.5 Type 38 carbine. This is a Type 44 carbine with a folding bayonet. These are Type 99 long rifle with a bayonet. This is the last stitch with a wooden. These are Type 38 long rifle. Mm-hmm. This one is a paratrooper, very Type 2, very desirable. It has a pin and it folds into two.
Can you show how it folds?
Oh, you pull this pin. You pull that pin, and it comes apart and it folds.
Yeah.
So that's a paratrooper.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah. And most of these guns are what you call in cosmoline. Never been cleaned. They still have the cosmoline. Mm-hmm. and the mum. And these are sporterized. This is that gun with this bent and sporterized with the wood taken off, and they're perfect mum.
That's interesting.
You very rarely see that because you weren't allowed to take the gun home unless you did something with the mum. And here's what they did. Here's what they did with the mum. They just made a little mark on it.
And this one is the latest one, yeah?
Yeah. And this is the late model here.
Yes, and with late bayonets.
This was a friend of his in the Philippines. He wasn't killed. He had a headache.
Yeah. He was wounded?
Yeah. And all the helmets and everything, they were in my father's attic for 75 years. All original. And
Did your father told you any stories how he captured stuff?
And this Philippine Islands, but this one, a guy came out of a foxhole. They were doing a flamethrower. He came out, bonsai, bonsai. And they said, stop. They said, what are you wanting? He said, we want your helmet. And he said, it's a German helmet purchased by the Japanese government for better protection. And the guy identified that, but I forgot what he said.
Wow.
But this is one of a kind here.
I was going to say, I've had a German-made M35 that was issued to the Chinese nationalists.
Yeah. And this is early with the
Yeah, is that a 35? I'm not an expert.
35, yeah, with the one hole.
Okay.
And I don't have this, but it is what it is.
Can we see that?
It's a very rare.
We'll swap. That's a nice.
This is nice.
That's a nice one.
The guy was looking here. He said, "See the numbers? I think that's his 35."
I believe this is commemorating a date.
Okay.
1939. I guess 8th through the 17th. I'm not sure of that. But this looks like commemoration.
Yeah.
The
This is a
commemoration.
really nice helmet. Yeah.
And then, well, that's beyond my level of reading, but I can read commemorating. I don't know what happened through.
And how about that? That's pretty cool, huh?
And do you know how to translate this?
Yes, it says. This is, I believe, Chinese nationalist.
Chinese.
Nationalist.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I had. I had a Chinese.
He said there were a Chinese commission to
Yes.
get the helmets from the German.
That's correct. And the Germans had to supply the contract to the Chinese before the Germans supplied them to their own Wehrmacht.
Okay.
And these helmets, like the
That was like
the liner band, should be dated, I think, right around 30, 35.
He said there's a couple of numbers in
Yeah,
here.
I was going to say on the band there would be a date.
And this, you got this. This is cool.
But this says this is not nationalist China, and I can't make the rest of it. And then I'm not sure that, but I'm pretty sure that's China. I don't know if it's national. I'm pretty sure that's China. And then this almost looks like, and I don't read Chinese, but I read a little bit of Japanese. I'm not sure if that's like school,
Yeah.
but the one that I had the.
He said something to do with a training school or something.
That could be. You know what? This character right here. It looks. I'm pretty sure it's that one. Training school. See that character?
Yeah.
This
something,
says
Chinese
this says
school.
Navy SEAL is training school. So
Yes.
so this is Chinese training school.
Oh, okay. And I have this book. This is a really good book. And it's telling you,
These are all numbers.
Yeah.
One through 10.
yeah. And here it's telling you,
These are all the Japanese arsenals.
yeah. And the numbers and the series and the markings
Yes.
and the manufacturer.
Yes.
And this is a really good book.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nice helmet. I wish I could read the rest of it, but I believe this is celebrating something that happened.
And did your dad told you any stories how he captured the items?
Yes,
Can you share the stories with us
Well-
about maybe?
This one here, I said, a guy came out with a flamethrower they put on him, and they got this helmet from him. That was in the Philippine Islands. When he got to Japan, they told him to destroy everything. And like I was saying, old man would come up like this with a cane, and he would go like that, and he would go and hand it over, so you know that he wasn't going to hurt you. Same thing with these knives. The samurai, he was destroying the things, and the men would come up and go like this, and hand it over, and hand it over. And my dad said, I'm going to take it and send it home in a box,
Yeah.
and I will find out who you are and send it back to you. He did. He got somebody appraised the swords. They went to San Francisco. They went to Japan. They got identified and polished and went back to the original family.
Really?
Yes,
Wow. And how many swords he sent back?
20 swords.
No, how many swords he sent to the original?
He sent
One or two or?
5 swords to the original family.
Wow, that's incredible.
My father was a cool guy. I have people come up to me and say, I know your father, he gave me a free car. He worked for $10 an hour at a small company in Collegeville. And he would buy a new car every 4 years. And they would say, we'll give you $500 for this car. No, you won't. You're going to give me $500 and sell it for $1,000. He said, I'm keeping the car. I'm buying a new car cash. He would go into work next day. I bought a new car. He would say, I have a car that has 20,000 miles on it. It's in very good shape, 4 years old. I would like to know if there's anybody that would need a car. The guy came, Mr. Clark has 12 children. His car doesn't work, he needs a car. He met with him the next day and said, would you like to have my car? I'll give it to you for free. And he did that every time he got a car. He gave his trade-in to somebody for free. Or he went to church. Who needs a good car? He was a very good man.
Thank you for sharing this story with us because it's very cool and it's incredible, you know. So, wow, just wow.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. It was incredible video, and I really enjoyed to film it. And in the end, could you call your father's name?
Yes, thank you very much for looking at my collection. My name is Ned Offner. My father was Linford Offner, and he sent all the stuff to Collegeville to my mother. He had it in his attic in his house for 70 years. He had just passed not too long ago and passed it down to me. I am right now suffering myself with my cancer, and I'm 80 years old, so I would like somebody to take it all as a collection and keep it together.
Thank you very much for
Thank you.
showing. Thank you. Guys, I'm excited to show you all this collection, and I'm excited to film this interview for you, and I hope you enjoy it too. And thank you for watching this video until the end. Thank you for your feedback and for your comments, and all these comments son of the veteran will read, because I will send him the link with this video. Again, thank you for watching this video until the end. Thank you for your interest. Have a good one, and see you real soon.